We have breaking news this morning. An armed robber is on the run after holding up a convenience store in South Nashville. News Channel 5 Sophie Nielsen-Colding joins us live from the Circle K on Nolensville Pike. And Sophie, I understand this guy didn't even cover his face when he robbed the store.
That was one big mistake that he made, Amy, because according to police, there are surveillance cameras at the Circle K behind me. They were trying to access that video earlier this morning. The actual robbery happened around 1 o'clock this morning. Take a look at some of that video we got from the scene here. Apparently, according to police, the robber walked into the store, pointed a gun at the clerk. That clerk was the only person inside the store at the time. The robber demanded money from the cash register. The clerk complied, and the robber took off with the cash. Now, we spoke with some employees from the McDonald's next door. They were so afraid of this armed robber running around that they decided to open the McDonald's later than usual. They wanted to wait until it was light out because of those safety concerns. Police working to track down this armed robber this morning. Live in South Nashville, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
Sophie, thank you very much. More breaking news now. An inmate escapes custody and is on the run right now.
News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy here with brand new information this morning. So where did he escape from?
From the Hickman County Jail, and we have a phone call into the sheriff at this point to learn exactly how he escaped from the jail and if this morning he should be considered dangerous. They are telling us, though, that he has contacts or at least is known to frequent several small towns near Hickman County. That would be Lyles, Bon Aqua, and Fairview. And so they're saying folks in that area be on the lookout for this guy this morning. His name is Michael McNeil. We don't exactly yet know what he's in jail for. That's also something we expect to learn from the sheriff's department in a matter of time. We do know he escaped from that jail sometime between 6:30 and 7 last night. And here we are going on close to 12 hours and he hasn't been seen since. He was last seen, though, wearing that bright orange county jail jumpsuit with some white tennis shoes and a black and gray ball cap. So keep that in mind. His picture is on Facebook on the Hickman County Sheriff's Department's page and also now on News Channel 5. So if you see him, call 911. Steve?
Dan, thank you very much. And new developments now. The suspect in a brutal murder of a young Nashville nurse claims he did not do it. Christopher McLawhorn entered a not guilty plea yesterday on charges of first-degree murder and burglary for the February home invasion. Police say that he stabbed the nurse, Tiffany Ferguson, to death after getting in through an unlocked door at her Wedgwood condo. Detectives say that hours later, however, McLawhorn's cell phone was used for internet searches, asking if rain can wash away fingerprints. It had been raining the morning of Tiffany's murder. Meantime, the woman charged in the death of Metro Police Officer Eric Muma also entered a not guilty plea in court yesterday. Investigators say Julie Glisson was drunk when she parked on the edge of a boat ramp at the Cumberland River, threatening suicide back in February. Officers raced to the scene. Her car started rolling into the river. Officer Muma slipped and drowned trying to save her. Glisson is now charged with vehicular homicide. She'll be back in court next month. Amy?
A third suspect in a carjacking on Lipscomb's campus is waking up in jail. Police say Javante Williams was part of a group that held up a woman at gunpoint earlier this month. Williams was arrested at a relative's home yesterday. He also told police where they could find the victim's car. It was recovered yesterday at a parking lot on West End. And a former Uber driver charged with raping a customer 2 years ago in Murfreesboro will spend the next 6 years behind bars. Emmett Lyons Jr. pleaded guilty to aggravated sexual battery. Police say the 43-year-old attacked a 22-year-old woman after picking her up drunk when she was leaving a friend's home. Before driving for Uber, though, Lyons had multiple arrests for assault, forgery, theft, and even driving on a suspended license. And a woman claims a stranger snapped an upskirt photo of her at Nordstrom Rack store. The Williamson County woman just filed a lawsuit against the store, claiming an employee didn't help when a man followed her and took pictures of her as she shopped. The suit claims an employee warned her about Human Shiransui, but did not call police or ask him to leave. When the suspect's phone was confiscated, police found hundreds of upskirt photos on it from different women. Now the victim's attorneys are asking for your help.
Since there were so many photographs found on his phone, we would like any witnesses out there to step forward. And if there's anybody that was involved specifically at the Nordstrom Rack that saw him do this, that reported anything to Nordstrom Rack that day, or if there's anybody that saw him doing this in other stores in the community.
That suspect is charged with unlawful photographing in violation of privacy. And another setback in the push to remove the name of a Ku Klux Klan leader from a building at MTSU.
Yeah, we've talked about this issue in the past. The Tennessee Historical Commission says it will not take up the issue of Forest Hall for another 6 months. The commission will decide in February whether the name of the former Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest should remain on the ROTC building. You see it right there, Forest Hall. Students and community members already voted to change the name, but they have to have the green light from the commission to move forward.